Courtney, as you're a guest here, do you have a rant that you'd like to bring up?
Yeah, the child was so fucking annoying this
Whoa!
Like,
That is a great
That's
hot
a
take.
rant and a hot take.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
a twofer.
Yeah.
Hot rant.
It reminds me that he is a child. Like, eating all the eggs. Like, they're little baby eggs, man. Stop eating these eggs. And maybe, like, use your fucking powers to save someone. Like, you have a knife to your throat. Like, do something.
Oh,
So he just annoyed the shit out of me this episode.
Yeah. That's hilarious. He acted like this helpless diva. Oh man, that's hilarious.
But to go back to the point we made earlier, like, you're right. And it's like a recurring theme now through 2 episodes. And I think it's significant. I think it's something to kind of, watch out for as we continue to kind of go through these episodes of, like, what is up with the child? Why is he not using his powers?
Do we think he's spoiled?
Why is he acting
Oh
out?
no! This is simple. It's because he is comfortable and he knows that the Mandalorian is going to jump in and save the day. So why would your defense would be a little bit lowered, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a good point because, Mando always saves them, so maybe he doesn't feel the need to exert all this power. Okay, but then what about when the giant fucking dragon was eating them last week?
Yep.
And Mando got eaten, and he still didn't use his power.
Maybe he's got kind of the whole Yoda thing going already where he can see a future.
What?
Oh, I have a different
No,
theory.
No.
Right? So whether you agree with, the Jedi and the Force and their teachings, or the Sith and the dark side
the space
teachings,
wizards.
or the Sith and their dark side teachings,
Or the Bindu.
or whichever side you agree upon, there is still a lot of teaching involved with Force-sensitive people, or at least with Jedis that we have seen before within the Star Wars universe. That's how they're able to control their powers. That's how they're able to focus and all that type of stuff. This being is 50 years old. And
that's a point to Courtney. He's 50 years old. You think he would have learned some stuff in the previous 49 years, right? But he's a slow learner.
and
He dumb.
He hasn't, as far as we know, had any formal training
Jedi,
of
yeah.
any type of thing. So it's like he has these abilities, but it's just as Snoke says in episode 8, unlimited raw potential, and that's what it is. And so he doesn't know what to do with them. And I think that's what's going to be interesting, right? Because we're looking at, he's looking for the Mandalorians to find these space wizards, and we assume that he's going to find Jedi.
Well, he knows.
But
He knows he's looking for Jedi because
But
the
what if
armor
he?
said
But
that.
what if he finds dark Jedi? What if he finds Sith users, people that use the dark side of the Force?
Well,
Well, I mean, we don't know the dark saber. That was a huge closeout to last season. So, do you think that the child comes in contact with the dark side, the dark saber, and that's how he awakens his power, and it's dark?
yeah.
Well, I think that's why I believe. So, if we're throwing out crazy theories here, I still think Gideon. So, you know how Papa Palpatine, he went to Esgol or whatever the fuck that planet,
Exegol.
Thunderstorm planet, with all of his cult followers, right? They're all cult followers. I think Gideon is also a cult follower of Palpatine. So he's not necessarily, oh, look at me, I have Sith powers. He's kind of more of that dark Jedi, that dark side follower.
He
type
knows
thing.
some stuff.
Yeah.
But-
So I think we've kind of potentially I guess we have seen, dark users, if you will, in Gideon and his remaining remnants of the Empire.
Yeah, and I think there is obviously a connection between the child, the Darksaber, and the Mandalorians, right? Like thematically, it is all too close to all be like happenstance or circumstance, right? Like Moff Gideon is chasing the child. He has the Darksaber. He's come into contact with the Mandalorians before. A guy who wears Mandalorian armor is the one that saves him. There is something pushing these elements together, and what it is remains to be seen. But it's probably Jabba the Hutt.